e-commerce issues, whether that's email, Shopify, themes, apps, Facebook ads, which is my number one specialty, and conversion, Klaviyo, anything. If you have a problem or a question, I'm here to answer. If you want me to review your website, I'm here for you. If you want me to review your ads, I'm here for that too. So, if you're wondering why me, my name is Chris Evers. I'm a senior coach here at the Freedom Club. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome. This is what you get from Shopify. I want you to reach 100,000 orders. You see that? 100,000 orders on Shopify. And that's why I'm a coach here at the Freedom Club. If you're wondering who I'm talking to, you're going to be seeing me talking to a whole bunch of people throughout the night. The people I'm talking to are the wonderful and amazing students over at the Freedom Club. And this is a great community that you can join if you want to learn how to dropship. This is what we do. We teach dropshipping day in, day out. We're all dropshippers, and some of the coaches who are here in this platform coaching have the same credentials that I have. We've built multiple seven-figure businesses. Some of us have earned 8 figures online. I know I have. And this is what we do. We build brands, and we teach people how to build brands, and we teach people how to find the same kind of success that we've had. What's going on with this chat, though? There's a lot more people in here than it tells me. It tells me there's only one person in here. But then I look, and there's like 1, 2, 3, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 or 16 of you. Fantastic. All right, guys. Let me go through the chat here and say hello. If you're new here, drop a chat in and tell me that you're new. If you want me to help you, post a link to your store if you want me to review your store page. That's one of my specialties. Pop a link to your ads in Ad Manager. If you want me to review your ads, you'll need to find them on the ad library. Put your hand up in the air, not literally, but click that hand button at the bottom if you want to do a live chat with me, and I'll invite you to come and stream, and you can show me your results, or you can show me what problem you need help with. All right, let's go through these chats here. So, Gino, welcome. Welcome, Gino. Nice to see you. Albert, nice to see you too. I'll get to your answer. I'll get to your question, sorry. Sean and Jesse, hello. Nice to see you guys again. Juno, yep, I'll take a look at your stats shortly. Damon, not Damien. Damon. You must get that a lot. As you know, your main ad went back into learning. It's active now, down from high performing. Can I advise you if I would consider to turn it off now or not, based on the last week's performance and compared to the other ads grabbing the majority of the budget? You might want to show me your stats there, Damon. If you could drop in a picture showing that all to me, that would be great. Daniel, welcome. Jim, welcome. 2 newbies. Welcome to the stream, my friends. And if you guys are even just in the learning mode and you're thinking about launching some products, drop me a link to the eBay or the AliExpress product that you're thinking about running with, and I'll give you my thoughts on it. We can even look up some competitors while we're here. Jesse, welcome. All right. Albert, I'm going to start with you today. Good to see you again. You've been testing the egg rack and the easy sell clip. Okay. Now, what was your store again, Albert? Let me just take a look at your message so I can tell people, give people a bit of a backstory. Pantry Minimal is Albert's store. Let me share my screen. All right. Pantry Minimal. So Albert's looking for his winning products, and he first started with the Grain Vault over here. I can't remember if he had any sales. I think maybe a couple of sales, if that. But a lot of money was spent trying to make this work, and it just wasn't working, which is normal. I mean, in my experience, it could sometimes take me 5 or 6 different products before I find something that can sell. And of those that I find that can sell, sometimes it's like 1 in 3 that I can scale. You know, you might have a store where you have multiple products that you have ads running for, but you might have them running at $50 a day if they're profitable at that, and you might just not be able to scale them. That can happen. But Albert's trying to find his main winner, and he's said, okay, so you were running with the egg rack, which I think is a pretty cool product at $18. Crazy CTR above 4%, and now things have stabilized and settled down to around 3%. That's great. 3% still good. Does this mean these products are potential winners? Potentially, yeah. Let me show everybody this this image we have here. So this is the stats. Look at those click-through rates. So your cost per clicks are a little bit high, but that's not the end of the deal because your CPMs at the moment are high. I think this needs a little bit longer to test and to stabilize further, but your click-throughs are really good. I'd like to see all of your ads in there. If you want to show me the stats of all your ads, that'd be great. So you got the easy sell clip and the egg rack. Let's take a quick look at the easy sell clip. Ah, dude. Have you had any sales of any of these? Easy sell clip. That's this one here. They're not bad. It's not bad. I like what you're doing. No sales. Okay, look, you've spent $60. So I'll pull these stats up again. Here's what I would do. You spent $35 on each. I'd pause those ads for now. Those click-throughs look quite good, and if these are mine, I'd be quite happy with those. What I would do is I would go away and focus now that you've got some clicks, and you know that these products could work. Okay, you've only got one ad in each. Okay, I would now focus on the landing page. For example, the unique selling points, need to add them. Or I guess the benefit. Oh no, you got them up here. Easily installed, extremely convenient. I think we can come up with some more benefits there. You need to get your FAQs sorted. They're blank right now, and they need some reviews. So I'd be focusing on that, and the same for your egg one. And then I would continue testing. For me, a bare minimal test would have your landing page properly set up in terms of having at least have an FAQ and at least have some reviews there. We've got to have that social proof if you expect people to trust you and sell. Yeah, I know. And I guess what I'm saying is the next time you test, a little bit more in the effort for a minimal effort, like a minimal viable product. So for me, a minimal viable test is having FAQs, having unique selling points, and having the at least 5 or 6 reviews, 10 if possible. The rest of what you've done is perfectly fine for a quick test, because from here, what you want to do to really see if this works is see if you can get some GIFs now and put some of those GIFs of this thing working, because it looks really cool when the eggs roll. And then give it another test and see if you get any sales. Good work though. I think that test tells me that these could be products that work. All right. Gino. Let's have a look at yours. I'd invite you up to chat about that, Albert, but I'm not sure about your internet. So for GIFs, what you would do is you find that on AliExpress, right? I'm pretty sure they have videos on AliExpress of those. What's it called? An egg rack. So you find your egg rack. There's a video here. Okay, I'm just seeing if this video has any footage of the egg rolling. It does not. We're looking for a video of the eggs actually in motion. So go through a few of these, try and find, not that one. Here we go. This one's perfect. So you would take this video and you would put it into Giphy. Put it into Giphy. You might cut that video out. You might zoom in your video editing software, and you might save like 5 seconds of him just getting the eggs. That's right. And then you go over to GIF Maker, and you convert it to a GIF. Giphy is a fantastic way to do it because I've used software to take my videos and turn it into a GIF, and it's really difficult to get the right settings to give you the maximum quality of GIFs. I spent hours trying to do that. And instead I found Giphy, you just upload your video and it gives you the best settings automatically, which is great. So pop your video into there. Grab your GIFs and put them on your site. And you're golden. What was this one? Jessica uses Easy GIF. Let's have a look at Easy GIF. Okay, Easy GIF can do the same thing. It's just not as pretty. Yeah, that's it, buddy. Upgrade that product page and keep testing. Test it for another couple of days. So upgrade your pages, test it for another couple of days. If you don't get sales, move on. It's just you don't really know if you're going to get sales unless you got the reviews there and your proper FAQs about shipping times and a few unique benefits. From there, if you get sales, then we focus on optimization. $20 a day, do you reckon? $20 a day, yes. Yes, $20 a day. All right. Gino, would you like to jump on and have a chat with me about these so I can see everything? If so, I'll invite you up for a chat. Sean and Jesse, can you remind me of your website there, and we'll have a look, and I'll see if I can see what to fix, and maybe we'll have a chat too. Damon, I'll line you up for a chat after that to have a look at this learning situation and see what I would recommend. All right, Gino, let's go. Welcome to the chat. So to share your screen, you got to click this little square button near the raise your hand button. And there's a couple of steps you have to go through. Yeah, we can. Yeah, can. What's your URL for your store? Hold on. Just read it out for me so I can pop it into my browser. My comfy. Okay, gotcha. I think I've been there before. Okay, cool. Your website looks great. So all of these ads are going to the nest bed, yeah? Okay. Oh, that's a cute poodle. My wife would die if she saw that. Okay. I'll give you a bit more about your website shortly. Let's look at your ads first, and then we'll talk about your website. So, click-throughs are not bad. Not bad. They're not terrible. You got some there that are really good, but they haven't spent a lot of money. In general, you haven't spent a lot of money yet. So what are you doing this at $40 a day? Yeah. Until they trust you can pay the bill, that's what they do. Look, some of those ads are looking pretty good. You got like $1.50 click on one, but it's only spent $9. So wait until you spend a bit more money before you panic, because these look good. These look like reasonable stats. So let's go take me to your Shopify backend, and let's go look at your analytics. Okay. So 2 reached checkout, which is not great. And only 2% added to cart, which is not great. But it said you've had 175 clicks, so that's not right either. Can you just change the settings to the last 2 days? Perfect. Okay, that's a bit better. 2.25 added to cart, and 89 people. Can you go back to your Facebook ads? Just briefly, go back to your Facebook ads and tell me how many clicks you got. 34 clicks in total. So I don't know where it's thinking it's getting all of those other clicks from. 34 clicks in total, and you've had 2%. So 2 divided by 36. Was it 36 in total? 34. Okay, that looks like a reasonable add to cart actually. That's actually not too bad. Okay, so did you get any email addresses? Let's go into Klaviyo. Go into Klaviyo and take a look. So if anyone is watching and you've just launched or you're just about to launch, this is what we do every day. We come in, we look at our stats, and we try and figure out what is and what isn't working. So the Shopify analytics give us a brief overview of what's working. And so come in here and show me profiles. It's under audience. You can click on profiles. So you can see here, no one new came from yesterday. If you've imported reviews, they get added to your store. The person who wrote the review. So did you import any reviews at all? Yeah, that's where I think that's where some of those emails come from. All right, so we haven't actually had anyone sign up for your newsletter. For a store like this, I do highly recommend an app called Wheelio. But before we get into that, can you show me your pop-up? Your sign-up form. Yeah, let's go take a look because it's not working. And click on targeting and behavior. That should work. Let me open up your page on a incognito window. Yeah, it did pop up, and no one's using it though. Okay, so you might want to try a different approach to getting people's emails. You could continue doing the pop-up like this. I think what we teach in the Freedom Club is to say, here's your welcome gift. Isn't it something like that? Now, you could change it up, right, and make it a bit more dog-orientated. Like your title could be "Show your dog some love," and get 10% off your dog's next favorite bed. Yeah, and that spice it up. That could get you that extra, 1 or 2 sign-ups a day. So it was like, what would I say? What would I say? I'd say like, spoil your dog, and get 10% off their next favorite bed. The settings on that are all correct, but while we're here, we'll just do a quick overview. If you can go into exit out of this, have a bit of fun with it. Spoil your dog and get 10%. Oh, what was it before? Get 10% off. So go into lists and segments. and go into the 3 dots on newsletter on the right and click on list settings. And click on consent. So perfect. For everyone who's watching, your list settings consent should look like that. Single opt-in needs to be turned on, otherwise you will not get any subscribers. All right, so here's what I would do. If you don't get any subscribers, once you change that form, if you don't get any subscribers tomorrow, I would turn my Wheelio off. And can you stop sharing your screen for a minute? Sorry, I said Wheelio. I meant Klaviyo. I would turn my Klaviyo off. Use Wheelio. And I'll show you why. Especially for a fun brand like a dog brand. 1 minute. Yeah. Well, if you do it, don't grab any other app except original Wheelio spin pop-ups. It's got to be very specific. This app is fire. And there are other apps that tried to copy, and I haven't seen a single one that gets this sort of response. So if you look today, my email conversion rate is 16% of people coming to my website are putting their email in. And you have like 3%. So imagine how much more money you make. And look at that. Look at this thing has made me that much money. How much is that? $66,772. I think that's in the last year, perhaps. I'm not sure. Now, so I recommend this for most brands. For some brands, you don't like for brands aimed at men, maybe not. For brands aimed at tools, for example, maybe not. But for fun brands, for like most brands, this works really, really well. So I've used it on most of my stores. And when I launched my last store, which was a homeware store, I had an email sign-up rate of 5% on Klaviyo. And then when I launched my Wheelio, it went all the way up to 9%. Yeah. So then you're getting loads and loads and loads of people coming into your email list, which means your welcome series works better. It also means that if someone shows like a little bit of interest at the start, when they opt in and they spin the wheel, you can then give them a abandoned product email and an abandoned cart email. So that's why we do this, and that's why I recommend it. All right, so on your website, let's talk about this. I think you have too many different options here. I know it's hard to pick, but I think some of these options you can probably get rid of, because the more options you have, the harder it is for someone to make a decision. So it is. And my website that's my biggest problem. I can't figure out a way for myself to make it any easier for my customers who buy these crafts from me to choose, because I simply have too many sizing options. I have too many color diamond shape options, but this is me whittling down these options to my best, like 5. Like I exactly, I used to have like 10 options. So minimize the amount of options you have. Yeah, I think 5 is probably the most that I would recommend. And then for sizing, you might not need small. You might just need extra small, medium, and maybe just a large and extra large. Okay, now on your copy is fantastic. It'd be great if you had a GIF of them in the bed just to grab some attention. I don't like your sizing chart here. This is the biggest turnoff because it looks, and please don't take offense, it just looks amateur. And people coming here are looking for more than amateur. They're looking for because the rest of your website looks great. You've got a lovely logo. I love your colors. It's clean. Everything's so clean until you get to here. So I'd like you to find a cleaner way, by looking at your competitors, a cleaner way of doing a sizing chart and see what you can come up with. The rest of this is 100% perfect. Yeah, just find the competitors and just don't copy the image, but copy the design idea. And You're almost there. You got the right idea. It just needs to be presented in a cleaner way. That's all, I feel. So get your wheelio, get that fixed, and I think this is going to be a wild success, honestly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's normal though, because it could be. Look, the cheaper the price, the more easy you're going to get that impulsive sale. But you don't want to price yourself out of being profitable. The reason why people are going away from your site is because they don't trust you. There's nothing to trust. Like, you got the nice reviews here, but you can sprinkle more. Like, if you look at my website here, I've got a lot more imagery of my wife is in there, so it's a lot more personable. We've got customer reviews sprinkled through the ad copy or the product copy, and you don't really have that sprinkled in yours yet. So you could be telling some lovely reviews there. We got friendly images with faces, and you've got dogs. So if you want people to trust you on the first go, you just got to really work on that landing page to make it trustworthy. And there's things that we can do as well, like if you have, where are we? No, I don't have them on this site. Don't worry about what I was just going to say. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so the other thing you got to remember is when you're starting, you've only spent $80. So you're only really starting to build your audience on Facebook. Some of these people are going to see your ads over the next couple of days, and they're going to come back, and they're going to be more in the mindset to purchase later on. We're not trying to compete on price. We're trying to compete on quality of website and appeal to customer. That's why we got to work so hard to make our websites really clean. That's the key. Clean websites. Doesn't have to be flashy. It's just got to be clean. Yeah. I really like this, by the way. This image here. It doesn't look so clear. It doesn't look so clear though. Is that because there's some sort of filter over the top? Could you do me a favor? Is it possible to remake it? And just make the filter over the text. Yeah, and then you can use that as an ad too. Yeah, use that as an ad, and then people will see this, and they see this in your actual landing page, and they're like, ah, yes. And if you haven't thought about it yet, do you have any UGC? Yep, that's a good idea. And I totally agree. If you had UGC, I would tell you to do something with it. But no, it's perfectly fine to start without it. You need to know if this is viable before you invest too much money and time. But while you're here waiting for like the results, get in there and just start making those improvements. That's the only way you're going to know. I think you'll do well with this because people buy these. Actually, hold on a second, buddy. Hold on. I think your website's broken. The color, no. Yep. Nice. Oh, good. That's probably why you've had no sales, honestly, or add to carts. Yeah, because if I'm here going like this doesn't work. It wasn't working. It is now. Yeah, it's not letting me click. They just delete dark gray. Oh, really? Oh, man, that sucks. Oh, I hope they pause your ads until that's fixed, because there's no point running ads until this works. I've never seen that before. That is bizarre, and I feel so sorry that you were the one who had to get that bug. Yeah, cool. Well, that was probably why you didn't get very many add to carts. That's probably why. Which means when that's fixed, you're probably going to be like, oh wow, this is great. Let's see. No, turn them off until this bug's fixed. Yes, 100%. All right, buddy. Good luck. I'll talk to you in the next one. See you later. You might have to remove yourself as streamer there, because I can't remove you. Oh, there you go. Brandon, you're still learning in the product finding phase. You're wondering what my thoughts are on other AU suppliers. Drop ship zone, we drop ship, or is the agent you guys use just better to use? I don't use the agent that Austin uses, only because I have my own network and my own warehouses personally, and I have all my own contacts over in China. But I developed those contacts over time, and I did that using an agent to introduce you to the right people. I highly recommend using an agent from China. It is awesome because the consistency is there. You can then talk to your supplier about customizing your product, adding your logo to it, having a new box, a new packaging. That's all possible through the use of agents, and knowing the actual people that they talk to in China. Now, I'm lucky that my supplier in China speaks good enough English, but that's where the agent comes in when people don't. So I haven't used ShipZone or WeDrop, but I have heard horror stories about other drop shipping companies where, and I get it too. I installed Sprocket on one of my apps, or one of my stores, and I was just running some tests with some Sprocket products. It was all going great. And then every now and again, I now get an email with them saying, hey, this product is no longer available. Now I'm thinking, what if you've invested, $50,000 getting this product to market and building an audience and making some money, and then they just say, hey, it's not available anymore. So for that reason, I don't want to use any of those other dropshipping companies. If I was really serious about a product and I only wanted it to have fast shipping from one country, I would go and use like ShipStation or a local shipping company who could take my supply, like take my crate and then ship that for me. I've done that before on a couple of products. It worked out fantastic. Right now, I ship from China. Let me just take these off so stop yelling. I ship from China, and I'm only interested in shipping from China. I got friends who do drop shipping here in Australia. I don't even want to do that. My shipping times are like 7 days. I've ordered my product on a Thursday and it's arrived on a Tuesday. I think that's good enough. I think it's good enough. And my suppliers and the suppliers you'll get through the agent should be good enough that they give refunds if there's any problem whatsoever with the product. So if a customer has a problem, you can literally just refund them. I recommend an agent. I recommend keeping control over your supply line and not being committed in having every single, if you have all your products in a warehouse, you've pre-purchased them. And if you buy 100 of them, you've got to sell 100 before you make your whole money back. So there's a risk there. And with these other dropshipping companies, they're going to make money too. So they're shipping the product here and they're shipping the product to your customers. They're going to take a cut then as well. So it's an extra middleman. Sorry about ranting. Rant is done. I say use the agent for sure. And they're fun to deal with too. All right. Who was next? I think Sean. If your hand is up, let me check. Sean, I'm going to invite you to co-host. Sean and Jesse. One of you two, or both. Hello and welcome. Yeah, good. What was your URL again? You're the crafty guys. I remember. All right. So, where are we up to? You wanted to show me your ad results, yeah? All right, let's take a look. No sales. I nearly clicked the end stream button. That was almost a disaster. Can you share your screen? All right. I'll bring you. Do I have access to your ads? I'll put them on my side as well. Can you show me your analytics, your Shopify analytics first? Yeah, let's go. Yeah, Monday's good from Monday. Fantastic. Okay. 4% added to cart. Two people reach checkout and 2 people convert. Okay, your conversion rate's not bad. That's not bad at all. 3% is amazing. I work hard to get 3.5%. Like I work very, very hard on my 3.5%. So, I mean, it's early days. There's not a lot of stats there. Only 67 store sessions. So what are you spending? $30 a day? Yeah. All right. You're not going to necessarily get a sale every day at $25. For you guys, and this is, I'm just taking a guess here because we've only had 2 conversions. But right now, if you spend $100 a day, you would get maybe 3 sales. The question, and your average order value is nearly $70. So that's $210. So you would spend $100 and you get paid $210, leaving $110 for you, and then your cost would be what? Hopefully $50. So you would make a profit at $100 a day, probably. So you always run the risk of when you scale up a little bit, you don't make money. But looking at these stats, they look quite good. Let's take a look at your email sign up. Great. And so it's displayed. It doesn't look like it's displaying enough. It's only displayed 15 times. Let's have a look at your settings there. If you can click edit. Look at the conversion rate though, 50%. All right. So probably go into triggers. On desktop, that's cool. With delay, great. And we want to also have, just scroll up. On leave intent, that's there. Okay, so maybe make the delay 20 seconds. If you put your mouse down. And scroll down further and we'll check out your mobile phone settings, which is really the important one. And it's interesting. It's leave intent is there. And then with delay 20 seconds. Let me see if that's popping up for me. Yep, that's popping up. When did you turn that on? And what's today? Thursday. So you've spent $50 between now and then. Okay, that should hopefully show to more people now. Hopefully. Okay, so save that. You have saved that. Cool. All right. Next up. No, actually, there's no next up. Let's go look in your Facebook. Oh, you can share that from your end. I'm just looking at your website quickly on my end. Okay, so I just need to expand my screen a little bit. All right, we've got cost per clicks on C5 are a little bit high, but the rest of them are quite good except for C8, which was terrible. So turn that one off. Oh my god, that was awful. $17 for a click. What the hell happened? Can you just scroll right? Oh, look at that. C4. If we can get $9 purchases, you guys are going to be laughing. Keep scrolling right for me. Right, what do I want to see? So if we got rid of that cost per click of 17, that's going to shave $17 off the cost per action in total. The C5, can you show me that ad? Mm-hmm. Okay, close that one down for me. %. Sorry, cost per click is 4. Yeah, you can shut that ad down. Turn that one off here. The reason why we're turning it off is the click-through rate is just dismal and the cost per click is terrible. So, show me C1. This one spent the most amount of money. It's got a decent click-through. Its cost per click is a bit high. It could come down in cost per click. Mess-free entertainment. So what I would do, right, is, because this ad is nearly working, I would personally duplicate this ad and start testing out some different copy there. And what I mean by copy is, for one, you're testing mess-free kids entertainment, which is quite good. It's quite good. I would just think of different ways to angle this towards parents. So the problem that you have here is actually you've got different bits of text there. Can you close this down? And under the 3 horizontal towers, that's the one. Actually, the one next to that one. Go right down to Dynamic Creative Element and click on Text. So let's go down to C1. A revelation was the best clicking one there. It's changed. It's just the stats aren't going to go away. What's the unlock effortless creativity? That's gotten a decent click through. I think. Oh, it also says they're tired of messy art spaces. I think that's the least performing one. See how that says $7 per click? So if you could replace that with something different and unlock endless creativity for our craft. So if you can hover over that one. Oh, that's got 1.56%. That one's not too bad. And then, although I think messy art spaces doesn't seem to be clicking with people. Versus what's that one there that got the 3.7% click-through rate? Unlock effortless creativity. Okay, and then down the bottom of that one, you've got mess-free kids entertainment, which is $2 per click and getting most of the money there. That looks like the winner. So what I would do is delete the other ones and go with this copy and make some different variations of that copy. I think that's way better because it's straight to the point. You get the big discount. You see the benefits there without reading through all the other text. Yeah, that's really, really cool. And then you make other variations where you're like, instead of mess-free kids entertainment, you're like mess-free creativity and mess-free fun for the kids, and just see which ones work the best. Sound good? Perfect. All right, guys. Good job. And I think this is going to go well over the next couple of days. Yeah. Look, if you want to, you can. I personally would probably spend 40, because it's at a point now where you want to get a bit of traffic to this and see if this is going to fly. Yeah. Give it a bit of room. It might not work, but you know what? You'll know quickly. You've already had 2 sales, so it's looking pretty positive. We just need to get this in front of more eyes. All right. See you. All right. I can't get rid of you either, so you'll have to remove yourself from the stream. Well, not from the stream, but from the co-host. Oh no, I can do it from here. There it is. They've moved where the buttons go. All right, Damon. I'm going to invite you up, buddy. So everyone, I'm just trying to put my ignition in because it's gotten really hot in this room with my light on. Where am I? There I am. Okay, cool. Damon, how you doing? Yeah, not too bad. One sec, I'm going to get my screen sorted here. All right. So you're sharing your screen. Do you want to talk us through what happened? Yep. Yeah. So for any, the learning situation has changed on Facebook. It used to go back into learning for a long time. It's honestly, it's a mystery to me right now, right? Because I actually went into my main performing ad set and I edited 2 ads and it didn't go into learning. So I'm really confused because normally that would definitely put it back into learning. The rule is from Facebook, if you change your budget, change it by 20% at a time per day. All right, so which ones did you turn off? Yep. So can you just show me your stats in Shopify? I just want to see your average value, your average cart value. For most people, a $100 purchase price is going to send them bankrupt. But because of your average cart value, I think we're okay with it. All right, let's scroll down. Average order value, $276. So, is it 1/3 profit margin? What's your profit margin? Is it 1/3? Like 3 times? All right. So, if one person comes off Facebook off C2 and they make a purchase from you, on average, you get $276, and it costs you $92 of that to send the package. So $128 plus 92 leaves you at 226 or 16, 216. Hold on, so $90. 1 second. So we got $90 as a product plus 128. just to make sure I get it right. So 220, and your average value was 200 and what? 276. So on that first ad there, with running at $128 purchases, you're still making $50 per purchase. Yeah. It's got the smallest CPM there. So for whatever reason, it's cheaper to run than the others. Cost per click it's high, but the click through is quite low. Whereas you got other ones there with higher click through and a more expensive cost per click because the CPM is higher, slightly. Why have you got videos in one ad set and images in the other ad set? Yeah, so what you're doing now is, and is this a CBO, campaign budget optimized? Okay. Personally, what I would do, because it's selling the same product, I would have all of my ads in the same ad set. And that may decrease the cost per click overall. Reason why that might work is because someone might be on Facebook's radar as someone who wants to buy your product, and they can only serve up a video. If it's all in the same ad set, you get a cheaper click out of that. Okay, so probably don't double yourself up. But the Fibro Topper video looks great because it's $65 a purchase. What happens if you just turn the other ad set off and just focus on the videos? Both. Both. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the other one's taking all the money. Well, the cost per click is increasing on on the other one. Yeah, you're getting $65 purchases on the first one, which is wildly profitable. So my first, and your ROAS is much bigger. My first thought would be go video. It doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't matter. Your pixel's got all the data it needs. I mean, back in the day, if you had asked me that a year ago, I'd say your ad structure meant a lot. But in 2024, ad structure is meaningless. AI has just become so good. Mm-hmm. Oh wait, C2 is your original one, right? And I'd turn C2 off because it's becoming unaffordable almost. It's a classic case of banner blindness. If you keep that running for another week, it may be unprofitable and most of your spend will go there. Yep. So the message for you, correct. The message for you and for everybody else is once you find success and you've started to scale, the side effect is you have to cycle through your creatives a lot more. And probably every few weeks, think of new creatives to come up with. It's a whole different level of game. No more than 50, Facebook says. But for me, active ads, once I'm in your phase, I like to have at least 5, maybe no more than 6 active ads running. It's just, I go by ear. I don't have a hard and fast rule. I don't like to. That's correct. And you can always turn it back on. In fact, sometimes I find turning one ad off for a while, keeping it off for a couple of weeks and turning it back on just refreshes it. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I got 5 ads running as my main what do you call it? Prospecting campaign. Yep. Yeah, looks nicer. Yeah, Facebook's not always the best to figure out which ad to put its spend on. It goes it goes a lot by engagement as well, and sometimes your most engaged ad isn't gonna always be the ad that brings you the profit. That's right. Once, and I bet you. So the frequency of that ad is 1.49. Can you increase the dates there for me? And the frequency on that, it's only 2.8. Yeah, just I think since you made better ads, it's just made that one work less. It would seem. Mm-hmm. It definitely could be. It could be. And that's why you sort of take a note of your cost per purchase today, turn it off, and then give yourself 3 days and see if your cost per purchase changes. Yeah, it's all about experimenting and just having a proper, what do you call it before you have an experiment? You got like a thing that you want to, like a test that you want to do, like a rule. I can't remember, like a hypothesis. That's what they say. So you come up with a hypothesis first. Make sure you jot down what your cost per purchase was, and then jot down the change you made, and then come back in 3 days. Don't panic the first day if things suck, because that could be anything. But if they still suck on the third day, yep, and then grit your teeth because it's going to go into learning, and then just hold through it. That's right. And if things don't look too great on the first day, go and send out a campaign. Omnisend? Yeah. Yes. What are your subject lines? Show me your last campaigns. Let's have a look. It could be that they're landing in. In fact, let me sign up for your ads for your things actually, so I get your next one. What do you call Vigorate? Because this is where things start to get really good. Damn, I didn't sign up. You have campaigns. So for those wondering what a campaign is, because there's going to be a lot of you guys, when you have an established store and you start to build up a number of profiles in your account, we then send them weekly campaigns. I send like a campaign over the weekend. I send a campaign on Monday, and I send a campaign on maybe Thursday and maybe Friday, depending on how big my campaign is. And my campaigns are things like 50% off today, 40% off today, 30% off, whatever. Most of my income comes from my email list. And we only make money when we send them emails. So that last email campaign, final reminder, end of May special. Your open rate was 18% and click rate was 5%. Checkout started. Why doesn't it tell you how much it made? That says checkout started. Where's the actual sales? There we go. Let's do. No one placed the orders on that one. So you had a few checkouts, but that's not terrible. So open rate. Let me check. I checked mine. It's hard to compare niches. That's the thing. For those watching on YouTube, you'll see mine. Everyone else, you can watch on YouTube. So, I mean, today my open rate I did a mid-year special, and I'll tell you. Actually, you know what? Let me share my screen. And this may explain what's going on. So today I did a mid-year special email. It's Thursday today, so I know Thursday emails don't do that great for me. They usually take 24 hours to get sales. So my open rate was 20%, but over the weekend on Monday I sent them a very final email saying the buy one get one free campaign is closing today. My open rate was 60%, and the difference there is I bundle my people. I segment them into different segments depending on how good of an email opener they are. So you see here I've got 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, 2-star, 1-star. If I look in my segments, I believe they would be under audience and segments. So I have different rules set up. So 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. 5-star people are people who open every single email that I send. And you can see here my rule is contacts who have opened at least 25 emails in the last 45 days. So I tend to send these guys an email every 2 days, showing them something new, telling them a story, showing them a review. They love my diamond painting emails, so they get me a lot. 4-star, this rule is opened message at least 15 times in the last 14 days. So they're becoming 5-star, but not so much 5-star. And then 2-stars and 1-stars, they get less and less and less. And 1-stars are really my new people. And I can't expect a good open rate when I email all my new people. These are just people who are subscribed. And so they've got 35,000 of these people. In my 5-star, I've got 8,000 people, a lot less people. So when I send emails to my 5-star, I make more money. But when I send emails to everybody, I do get a less open rate, but then, I'm also capturing people who have just, you can see here, these people have just joined today, 6th of June. Okay, so let's take most of my emails go straight directly into the normal folder, and I'll show you why, and then we'll have a look at yours. So Gino, just quickly, you've asked what app this is. This is OmniSend. They are probably, in my view, the biggest competitor to Klaviyo. And think of Klaviyo as McDonald's. They have perfectly good, serviceable food. It's fine. Klaviyo is fine. But they don't give you personalized service. You're just a cash cow to them, really. You're just paying, most of you who have fees, you're paying your monthly fee. You've got a testing server, and not testing server. You've got a domain name sending out your emails if you've set that up. But still, I found their delivery rates were dismal compared to what OmniSend were giving me. OmniSend give me, if I go in and show you my store settings, this is the biggest selling point for me, was sender domains. Now I know Klaviyo does sender domains too, but OmniSend does SPF, DKM, and DMARC, which are both, which all of those things are ways for Google to identify and confirm that these emails that I'm sending out are legit from my servers, and seem to get a much better open rate because of that. And with Klaviyo, it does have the ability to create your own sending server, but they don't warm it up. There's a warm-up process here that's happened for me years ago from OmniSend. I know it says not started, but It's happened many, many years ago. So Omnisend, I feel like they do a better delivery service than Klaviyo. However, moving to Omnisend, there are some caveats. There's things that Klaviyo does do better, but they're minor things. Minor things like I feel like they do better at showing a product that someone might be interested in buying, like a cross-sell, but I rarely even use that anyway. So let me take you through a campaign. Can we see that tab? Cool, I'll show you my email. Okay, so my email has my logo up the top. It'll have what this is, and then a really friendly just message as if I'm speaking myself. That's my style. It's like as if I'm out the front of my store with a bell, ringing that bell and spruiking, come on inside. We got buy one, get one free today. That's the language I use. And I think because I use that language, it's more likely that this actually gets hit into the inbox. This is a campaign. I don't try and make really fancy looking brochure looking emails. I don't want to be that sort of a store. I do sometimes include like a nice image. Like for example, I'll show you today's campaign. This is today's campaign. So nice, friendly, 50% off. And the same style, this is from me to you. This is our media sale. And I'm a real person. This is a mum and dad kind of store. We're real people. That's what I go for with my emails. And they seem to work for me. If you try and make things too glossy and too professional, they need to be clean. And they need to be, speaking too professional makes it just sound like a promotion. I find. Do you want to show me yours? Yeah, just show me the last campaign you sent through. This is probably the one skill that your eye for creativity and your eye for design won't help with. Sometimes I've actually found my best campaigns are when I make a spelling mistake. And actually, my best campaigns are when I completely F up and I put the wrong code or I make a mistake and I quickly send another email and the title is, oops, I made a mistake. Here's it fixed. And sometimes I do that on purpose. Those emails get a stunning open rate and a huge click rate and tons of sales. So probably tomorrow I'm going to send one out saying, oh crap, I made a mistake. I don't think I will though, because I didn't make a mistake. So maybe I'll make a mistake on purpose. You gotta share your screen. No, because I took over briefly. That's okay. I was just sitting there rambling. Noise marketing at its finest, yeah. You gotta be creative to stand out in these times, guys. All right, I can see a different screen, groundingwell.com. I think it's like the second screen. I think so. That's it. Your average order volume has me very jealous. That's pretty cool. Do you know how many sales it takes for me to get $600? So far today, I'm at $1,300 US for 22 orders. Yeah, see, it's nice. It's a nice email. It's just not friendly. That's right. But this may work for you. This may be your best email. So next time you send an email, keep your logo, keep the header there. I like that. Instead of having the glossy bit of, I got the hiccups. Instead of having the glossy bit in the middle, have a personal message from you and your wife and see if that works better. and then keep the bottom bit. That's a good, healthy sign. Probably from the price. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's your style is glossy, but it's not very personable. Hey Damon, we noticed you left some great items in your cart as a special incentive to complete your purchase. You know what I mean? How about like a hey, you forgot your cart, but don't worry, I got an amazing offer for you if you go and finish this right now. What if I gave you a free memory foam pillow? Here are the reviews. People love this. You get it for free, but only today. Bring some life into your brand. So you got amazing imagery. If you just bring some personality into that, I think you're going to be like, holy crap. Yeah, I know it sucks. I know it's painful. But if I showed you mine, you'd see the same thing. It's healthy. It's very healthy. Some of these people are waiting for the right time. That's why you got to do those weekly or bi-weekly emails. But because your landing page is so friendly, like your landing page is like, it feels like it's made for people with fibro. It's so inviting, and you need to bring that energy into your emails. And for everybody else who's watching this and thinking, geez, I know I should send emails, but I don't know where to start. Just start. You can only not get sales by sending a campaign email to your 50 or 100 subscribers. That's the worst that can happen. My big brick wall that I was hitting when I was just starting to make money with home craftology, consistent money like Damon is, I thought no one's going to want to hear from me talking about diamond paintings. And boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. And what do you talk to in your emails? So, Damon, have you got a Facebook group yet? So, I have my Facebook group. So, I send an email every week, which is just like a recap of what's going on in my group. And then another one is the new products that we added this week. And then another one is the special that we have. Now, your sign-up rate's fantastic. I've never seen a sign-up rate that good. Yeah, the form works great. Doesn't mean the emails will that look the same. So let's take a brief look at, have you got someone in that list of checkouts who we can look at in Klaviyo? So if we pick someone from that list of people who abandoned their checkout from like a day or two ago, let's go find someone, and then we'll go search on their profile in Klaviyo. So let's go from Monday. That will give us a good thing. Jonathan Kelly, welcome to the party. Let's grab his name and find him in Klaviyo. So under profiles. Yeah, what I want to do is have a look at what emails he's getting from you. So you can search for him at the top there. Jonathan. There we go. Now we can kind of then dissect what emails that he's actually getting in what order. So he subscribed to email marketing. He just subscribed to your flow there for the mattress topper. Subscribe to email marketing again somehow. And then he's got your welcome series. Okay, cool. Let's scroll up. Started his checkout. When was that? That was June 3rd. Was that the same day you signed up? Yes, it was. Okay. Then he's received abandoned checkout 1 and abandoned checkout 2 and abandoned cart. So your flows are kind of mismatching there. Sure. But he's also getting abandoned checkout and abandoned cart at the same time. So why is he got abandoned checkout the first day and abandoned cart the next day? So you might want to check out your flows there. Make sure. And then he got his welcome series email too. So you might be overloading them with too many similar emails. You might want to check a few more profiles and see if you see a similar pattern. If you do, you probably want to have a look at your filters. Like what I have, when I send out my abandoned checkout, I automatically take them out of abandoned cart. Apparently you do. Which is it's a good idea to have them. It's an excellent idea to have them. I don't know why you've got different ones for different products, but I mean that's up to you if that's how you want to run it. It could be your browser abandonment that was triggered by his checkout. It could be. So for me, on my browser abandonment, in my browser abandon flow, what I have is when they've clicked add to cart, they get taken out of browser abandonment. But have a look at some other profiles that are also in your abandoned email thing in Shopify, and just have a look at what's going on for the few of them. Yeah, like you looked at this, people love it. Here's some reviews, and for like here's some general reviews about us, and here's the product that you were looking at. You're making it very complicated for yourself for sure. I mean, it's not a bad way of doing it. It's just too complex. You just don't need it. You don't want to have to do this every time you make a new product, and then you don't want someone coming in and adding 2 of them to their cart and getting into both, because then they're gonna get pissed off and they're just gonna unsubscribe. Can you imagine if you were shopping at the dog store and you had one abandoned cart for one product and one abandoned cart for the other one, and both emails showed you the same product, same products? Because that's probably what's going on. It's all right. We're here to help, and everyone gets to learn. Like you're like, this is showing them what's next for them. This is the scaling part. This is how you scale a store. It's not about ad spend. Well, ad spend's just one component. Yeah. So you were asking me when I first started streaming, Chris, how do I scale? And I told you, we don't scale by just focusing on ads. We scale by focusing on email and landing page. And you first did your landing page and then you did your emails, and now it's easy. Now it's easy to scale because it's much more consistent. So this is it. This is the secret, guys. Turn C2 off. And But make a note. Make a note so that we know that if it all goes to shit, that it was that. You know, if that was what do they call those load bearing structures in the house? You know, there's a load bearing wall. If that's your load bearing wall, you'll know quickly. But it might not be. You might knock it out and everything's fine, but you won't know until you knock it out. You're welcome. All right. I'm just going to remove Damon as co-host. Does anybody else have any other questions for the week? Now, you won't get me until Tuesday. I don't think anyone else has their hands raised. I'll just give you guys a couple of seconds to let me know if there's any other questions, if there's anything else you want me to look over or help you with or teach you. Gino, how long has it been since Damon started? When I first started streaming, Damon had just had his store up and tested a bunch of products and found that as his winner. So I think that was over a few months ago. He's had consistent sales since then. Damon's picked a product that is not an easy sell, but because of the margin there, he's got a large margin, which makes it easier to make money. Jessica, absolutely. If you're at a point where your product isn't working, don't stress too much. It can take 4 or 5 products. You should have seen how many products I tested to find crafts before I settled on crafts. You just got to kind of knuckle down and keep improving and keep testing until you found something that works for you. Like, I could jump into the market that Damon's in and I could start selling mattress toppers, but I might not even get close to the kind of success that he's having with mattress toppers. It works for him. It works for his story. It works for the way he wants to sell it and the style that he's selling it. I've had people try and replicate what I do, and they can't, because I'm the person who sells home craftology, the crafting kits. You know, it's what I've become good at. So you've got to then develop your skills in the market that you want to sell. Jessica, how you doing? That's okay. Yeah, no problem. I might need to invite you again. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm excited, everybody, because I'm about to launch this weekend my next store. I'll give you guys a bit of a hint. Well, not a hint, but a preview. I've been working on this store for the last couple of weeks. You have to turn one of them off, I think. So disconnect your phone. There we go. So this is Sensory Create. This is a store in the crafting niche because it's a market that I know extremely well. And we're starting with the same things that I currently sell, diamond painting kits, but we're also branching into paint by numbers and pretty much any viral craft or any type of viral toy that we can come up with. We're going for the what would you call this? The people who suffer from anxiety and the people who are autistic and that kind of people. And we're going to have all sorts of sensory toys to help calm people down and focus on something creative. I'm looking forward to this. We're launching this weekend. We're just getting our products up now. And I'll keep you guys informed as to how this one does. I think it's going to do really well. All right. Jessica, show me yours. Oh, Damon, do you need a new ad manager for a new store? Yeah. Yeah. Not a new ad manager, but a new ad account. All right. Sorry, Jessica. You can share your screen. What was your store name? My Shine Sister. Yeah. If you remember, we only saw one competitor, and they really went to town. So you got to competing against them. What is it? Is it the hipster that I'm looking at now? Is it the hipster? These are going crazy right now. My wife just bought some. Not from you, but from somewhere else. There's so many reasons for wanting to use these. Mostly, if I can give you a hint for the type of people that might want to buy this the most, is people who have heavy periods and they want reassurance. Now you've got this here already, medium heavy absorbency. So what you've done is great. I'd have in here a tagline. I'd make something about that, like this. What do they have? Like the confidence and the ability to not stress that you're going to leak, if in a nicer way, and that should be your tagline there. You can say like, because you for your landing page, it does say that. And what you've got here is great. It's just you need a line. You need some sort of a title here, like a hook, and it's got to have some sort of funniness to it, but also like we know what you're going through, sister. Something, if you look at your competitors that have something like leak proof 24 hours kind of thing, something there. Mm-hmm. 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 That's not these. That's not these. This is not that product. Yeah, the hipster. This is for younger girls. So your target market here is only young. Now, what's a young brand that you got? Ah, okay. Mm-hmm. 1 second. Yeah, just checking your emails. All right, so we've got bestsellers. Which one are we talking about? Sorry, Comfies. Okay, I'd still say these were for younger generation. They don't look like grandmother underpants. Like my wife would buy these. They look comfy for her. No one. Yeah, I don't think women necessarily want to look sexy when they're feeling like crap, right? And this is good because it's not. It's like this is a normal everyday woman. This isn't a sexualized product. You don't need to look good. You need to feel secure, and this looks like that. I like your imagery on these. I like these a lot. Yeah, that's really good. Flat lay, nice description up there of what it is. You know, it's really classy. Um, I think these will do well. I think these will do fantastic. It's got a low price point, so people aren't gonna. They're not risking much. Mm-hmm. I hold on. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay. I don't think you should be marketing these for incontinence because while there are a lot of women who suffer from it, every woman has a period. Most women have a period up until a certain time, a certain age, and then you're marketing that to incontinence. Now you can talk about incontinence here. You can say this helps. That this is designed for period and incontinence, but you should probably mention the period first, so that you're not alienating half a crowd. And you've got lots of pictures of the young ladies here, so older ladies aren't going to shop here at all. And I'm not saying get rid of incontinence because there's a number of women who that is a problem for who've just had a baby. Yeah. Oh, have you got that down here? Where is that? Uh, can I make a suggestion too? If you could just make everything left justified. I can't. I have a personal problem with center justified text. Unless it's something like this, that's nice. But here, where it's a normal paragraph, left justify that. It looks cleaner. This one here is fine because it's a middle type of one. Yeah, left justify this one. The benefits are fine, and then left justify this one down here. Everything else looks really nice. It's a nice, clean website. You are competing against other websites that are even more like cleaner and even more well designed. So that's the only thing. So the competition in this market is big, but you don't need to have an amazing looking website to start this off. I think the reviews are good. I don't see any big problems. Well, no, sorry to keep interrupting you. What was the margin? What are you buying these for? Oh, you're not sharing right now. I'm sharing the screen for the moment. It's okay. It's perfectly okay. Ooh. What are these called exactly? Yeah. Leak-proof underwear. So you can get these much cheaper on AliExpress. Gotcha. Okay. So you're really only going to make money when someone buys two. So, okay, let's do buy three. So they're going to pay you $60, and then how much will it cost you on AliExpress to buy three with shipping? Okay. So you're getting a 2 times ROAS. Yeah, Damon's suggesting, can you sell a pair from the start? I'm thinking you might have to. But when I have it here, so on my page here, I've got 3 of them, and it's costing me $16 because shipping is free. Is that right? Let's go and double check with the agent what it would cost to get 3 delivered. Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you know what they're made from? Yeah. Nice. Okay. So it's a bamboo fiber. Cool. These are my favorite underwear. I wear these every day of the year. Not these exact ones, but this brand. And they're $35 each. It's hard for me to buy these because they're really expensive. But you see how it's a lot less when you buy more. So one of them is 35. You could charge 35 for one of yours and still make a good profit. And then have them come down in price as you order more. I think that was your original intention, but as it stands, at one, you can't. You're not going to be profitable. It's going to be impossible to be profitable at that price with that profit margin. But the idea is good. The product is good. This is fantastic. I love this. I love your landing page. It looks great. So don't be defeated by that. Um, mm-hmm. I think there's too much choice there. I think because yeah, exactly. You're already making it too difficult for me to decide which one do I want. I would just do this one. Just focus on one product to start. In the future, you can once you got a bit of money behind you and you got your price points sorted, then you can send everyone to the collection. Most of my ads go to my collection page. So, because I don't know what people want. Like I got the same problem. So I send them all to. Wait, that's not it. Collections. Diamond painting. That's where I send all of my people to, so they can just go through and choose. But I've got a huge selection there. For you, I would probably. It's tough because it's tough for me to see the difference between these two. I'm sure they are. It's just difficult for me to pinpoint the difference because they're priced the same. One's Shine Sister Comfy, one's Shine Sister Black Betty. Is it Black Betty? I wonder if there's a way that we can get more of the product name to show. Possibly, yeah. Yeah, because then it's a bit it's more descriptive of what they are. Okay, but I do find in general not carousel the collection page ads work better for me for sure. But it's got to be easy for them to make a decision here. Although it is pretty, you got lots of reviews, which is great. Look at all those reviews. Lovely. Mm-hmm. Yes. That's fantastic. This is the perfect product for it. Yeah, go for it. Go share your screen. Let's take a look. Not yet. You'll have to share your screen again. I'm not seeing your email. Interesting. No, your email didn't come through yet. So we'll have to go. Yeah, show. Are you seeing yourself? Okay. If you could click share your screen again. There we go. That's right. Oh, conversion rate is lovely. That's fantastic. That is great. Okay, so let's go check your settings and click on edit. And scroll down a little bit. And then on the left. No reason to apologize. And then go into triggers. And scroll down a little bit. So put with delay 20 seconds. And then on mobile, make sure that's the same. Perfect. Click on save. Now the last thing we need to do is actually integrate this with Klaviyo. So you click on integrations. And can you scroll up or down? Oh, actually, click on enable email integration. No, that's not there. Okay, we need to go and see how it says no integrations connected. There's a link just in that box. Click on that. This might be a little bit tricky, but we can get through this. So click on Klaviyo. All right, now in Klaviyo, click on the here, where it says that here link. For everyone who's using Wheelio, this is the one tricky thing you got to do. It happens. All right, pop back into Wheelio again and click that link one more time. All right, so what we need to do is create an API key. So there's a button there to create one. Just below, create a private key. So name it Wheelio. And give it full access. And I think you go scroll up to go create. Now we're almost done. Copy that whole entire line there that's in that box. You can click on the copy button next to it. And pop that into Wheelio. Perfect. Okay, now click on. Yep. No, I guess you need to select the list first. Okay, fair enough. So we want newsletter, and then on, and then save. So now Wheelio talks to Clavio, and everybody's happy. You can if you want. It'll only sync 1 or 2 people. That's probably why I didn't get the email, to be honest. It'll add people into the list who weren't put in. It's okay. You can click it. You just need to click it this one time too. All right. So now, from now on, people should get that email. I don't know. Hopefully, mine will come through. Done. It's all sorted. Show me your ads while you're here. Let's have a look. Actually, show me your before we look at your ads, let's take a look at your analytics. Yeah, that one, Shopify. That's the one. Can you make that over the last, say, 4 days? Yeah, Monday would be good. 133 visits, so $100 or $200. Yeah, I suspect so. So let's have a look at your Facebook ads. We haven't had any add to carts. That's the annoying thing. But you've only had 21 people today. When did these start? Oh, okay. Oh, no. All right. 1 add to cart. Oh, that's not bad. Cost per click is great. Your click-through is fantastic. Dude, I think you have a winner. It's early days, but that looks really promising. I do my own UGC. It's all good. No, but mine's targeted to like middle-aged women who are at home with anxiety, and they see this white man doing this craft. It doesn't matter. I mean, it might be better if I've tried, I've recorded my wife doing it, and she talks about why she loves it. Honestly, the ads pretty much give me the same clicks, so it doesn't really matter to me. But not like you can have your husband sell your incontinence underwear. Although it'd be kind of funny if he did. You might want to have a different website because they won't want to shop at the women's store. Ah. Yeah, I actually saw them at Coles at Woolworths yesterday. And I've never seen them prominently displayed, but they in the men's section there. So I think these issues are coming to light now. Being realistic. Fantastic. Definitely come and show me your statistics on Tuesday. I can't wait to see how this goes. Sometimes you can have a really good click rate the first 2 days and it drops off. That's what I suspect will happen here, but that looks really healthy to start. Awesome. Well, good luck with that, and come and see me on Tuesday. All right. I'll see you later. You're welcome. All right, guys, unless anyone else has anything else they want to get some help with, I'll give you like 30 seconds to send me a message. Otherwise, I'll wrap it up. Another awesome conversion meeting. Thank you to everyone who's stayed along for the ride. It looks like that's about it for the night. All right, guys. So I'll see you all on Tuesday for the next conversion masterclass. Until then, go and get those sales. Thank you, Damon, as well. Thank you, everybody. I'll speak to you all soon. No problem, Gino. And for everyone else who's on this call who hasn't got their store ready, I can't wait to see what you come up with. All right, guys, take it easy.